Greetings, screeners and meaners. Now this to Check It Collected Reviews, and today we're going to be checking out Perfect Combiner PC-19B Black Gorira Junior's 2-pack. Now, I put the S at the end because it is two of them, so it's just whatever and deal may be. But that being said, what is being said? Okay, screeners and meaners, let's go. Okay, screeners and meaners, this is the packages, what you're going to be looking for. Don't know if you're going to be able to see the back of the box once you actually look for it online, but this is what you're looking for as far as weaponry. This is what you can do with them for all of them three, since I already have them on the packages. You can turn them to a hammer, you can turn them to a blaster, and you can also make them to a little Black Gorira Junior, whatever deal may be. And plus, they come with the two cool swords. That's right, the big sword. That's out of the box right there. There's the front of the box with them being not in there, and that's it. And this is the Takara version, if I'm not mistaken, with the red, and we have the orange versions, which could be whatever. So let's check out the bottom of the box, and that's what you're going to see, what you're going to be looking for, especially if you're looking online. This is a pre-order. This is something I've had in the works for quite some time and stuff. They actually ended up sending not too long ago and stuff, but again, that's what's going on. So let's go and zoom in a little bit on the figures themselves, and then that's it. And they're kind of far back, so we're going to bring them a little closer, and they are exactly identical, the same. So what I'm going to do is basically get a close-up of this right now, and then we're going to look at the height comparison, and then we're going to check out the blades in the back. So here they are. Okay, here they are, standing up 3.5 inches or so. Okay, all right, pull it to the side there. Let's get a close-up of them so we can see them. Get a real good look in there. Block out that back there. And they're really cool. They are really, really neat. I mean, I would get a little bit more articulations of the legs, but that's pretty much about it. So I guess you could say that's already a con for me, so to speak. But the pros is everything is really, really, really cool and stuff. And they are really sturdy, very sturdy. But if you're looking to go ahead and to get this, to add this to your collections and put this with Optimus Primus, that's pretty much it. But let's go and get to articulations. You have the arm that can go around, twist like, which gives them a little bit of range of motion, like you're going to see in the stop motion coming up. And back a little bit there so we can get a better, good view. Look at that. The head is not on a ball joint. It's just on a regular friction joint, goes up and down. That's it. The back does have some bit of movement out, but that's added to the transformation, and so it's just for like that. And then it's pretty much about it. You don't get anything in the legs at all. You do get hyperextended in the arm. I mean, hyper bend back in the arm, just because I do the transformation. You do get a little bit of swivel with the arm and stuff, but they are extremely tight. But you gotta be careful because this can pop out. It hasn't popped out on me once, but it does feel like they're about to. And that's pretty much about it on that. And we're going to push these aside here, and we're going to bring in the blades, the cool blades, and you do get two of them, which is absolutely just phenomenal, beautiful orange. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, I have nothing bad to say about them. And we're going to go and get into transformation, because this is like how you're going to have them on the back mode to have them and stuff. I'm going to have this going to be with Leonidas. This is why I actually bought these blades in the first place. I really wasn't on the thing to get Optimus Primus, but it's just not, you know, whatever stuff. So there it is right there. Stands just under 3 inches as far as this way, and this way, tip to point, you got 4.5 inches. And then we're going to go and transform these and expand them out. We're just keep this going and stuff. And that's it. So you're going to be careful, because you're going to pull them out, but pull them out slightly, because they have this little bite in there. If you guys can see that. It's a little bite that comes right in there, and it comes out, and it's on a friction joint. You got to be careful with, but it feels very, very sturdy. All right, but it's really tight. So you pull this down, locked. So there, and there you have the blade. And it's just a beautiful orange, really cool orange. And you can see it's a pretty big blade. This is probably towering over a Voyager size, if such. So with that being said, let's go and bring a comparison with the Voyager. We're going to take a Zombie Motor Master. Show right now, just the height difference, and he clears that. And you know, that's just something there. Just takes, you know, what I mean, that's just amazing. I mean, again, with these little figures and stuff, and since we have them in there and stuff, you do side-by-side comparison, and actually I'm going to just put both of them on the side here, and you can kind of just see it and stuff. And I'm running right along with it because I'm just trying to do it because today I'm extremely busy and got some things to do. And then you see what the side-by-side comparison looks like with the two Motor Masters. And, you know, as far as it goes, if you're looking to have them in there, I'll do human side-by-side comparison in just a second. But this is what you're going to be rolling into and get into. All right, let's pull these out the way. All right. And we're going to actually look at the weapon. I want to focus more on this and stuff to try to kind of just save people time and stuff because I know how things are going and stuff, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and actually do the transformation since these are simple figures and it's really nothing to carry much more details. But that's just pretty much about it. Pros and cons of this is that they don't have any cons is that they don't really have any motion in the feet, but that's fine because they just sit there. It makes them very sturdy. Instead of the cons is they're really, really cool figures and stuff. I'm not a big fan of the weapons masters because that's exactly what they are. But at that same time, you know, you have I mean, you just have your pros and cons with it. Again, I'm just not a fan of the weapons master thing, but I bought them more so because of the blades. But Greetings and Meters, in addition to check the collective transformation, and it's just transformation for perfect combiners, Gorira Junior's PC-19B, and it's just a transformation. I already have this already transformed, and this is what you're going to be getting once you go to the blade. The blade is very simple to transform, so we're going to leave that aside. We got one in the back, and we're going to pull this in the front and just get this going. So what you're going to do is this. It's your choice how you want to start this first, but very gently once you come to the blade, you see that there's a little clip there in the front. So what you're going to try to just wiggle that free until it loosens up and pull this down and make sure it clips right there into the blade hitch back or whatever you want to call it until it snaps into place. And it's very stiff, very sturdy, and I am very happy about that. Then you pull the handle down, make sure it clips into place, and then you are done. And you have two massively cool blades that you can add with powers of the Prime, excuse me, Optimus Primus. And yeah, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do once he actually gets there and he starts going to the show. But anyways, could put this down here and bring this up, and we're going to be checking out these little guys right here now. And this is going to be the transformation for this, and there's going to be a basis mode that you're going to have to do, so make sure you remember to go into a basis mode of this. And I know it does not look like his head can fit in his chest, but you're going to be very surprised what you're about to see. Very gently, what you're going to do is try to get your nail in there and pull this side or whatever, put him down here, and then this is what he's going to look like so. There, we're going to back up just a tad bit so we can go. We're going to pull the legs down, and we're going to bring the legs down and pull them like this to the side. Still having the arms kind of exposed in there, which if you look at the instructions, it really don't say that too much, but again, we'll get to that in just a second. So what you're going to see is this. You can see is a kibble of the arms just kind of like in the way right there. So what you're going to do is pull the arm out and around, and what you're going to do is make sure this piece here is going to go directly in there. You guys can see that there. So that's it's the part of the bump or whatever. This is a little bit of red that you can see if you guys can see it. I hope that's picking up with the camera. Gonna bring in here, make sure it slides in there like so. And I'm very impressed by Perfect Combiner because there's a lot of parts that look like it's not gonna fit in the spot that they are, and they actually do, and it's very sturdy. So it feels like very decent quality. All right, and in here you're gonna swivel this part of the arm, the upper swivel there right above the elbow, bring it down and right there and put it in the spot, and it'll be completely snug, fit, and flat. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. Pull this here, make sure this top part, the shoulder piece will go directly in there like so. Make sure you have just a clearance from there so you can be able to spin it around as you have it halfway in there and put it in there like so. So once it's here and he looks like he has some very awkward legs, you're going to turn these around, simply pull this around and make sure these snap into place as you put them together and to side, and make sure they come in there just like that. And it looks like it's not going to fit in there. Did I do something wrong? It looks like I did. Looks like it's not, something's not completely flushed in there, so I did a mistake. So that means that is just in there and stuff. It looks like it. There it is. All right. Sorry about that, screens and meters. All right, and now we're going to make sure it fits all into place. Make sure all the ports line up and the little plugs and holes. And there we go. Kind of fight with me. It's the first time me transforming it in camera, so what's new for you is new for me. All right, and what you're gonna do is this. If you're gonna pull the head up, pull this out, get your fingernail in there or get something there so you don't really damage it too much. There we go. Pull it out. And it doesn't like his head to fit in there, but trust me, it will. You just slide him right in there like so, and it's going to pop out. Now you make sure you do this little bump on the top there. If you can see that, that's going to be like a little locking mechanism. That's going to be your release, and then you're going to have that there. So make sure that stays into place. It doesn't go in too well. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. I probably am, because I really can't see in there too good. I don't know if you guys can or not and stuff, but trying to look through the cameras, put in there. I mean, I think that's it. Looks right. Yeah. So this part here will be the basis of all your transformation. So again, these are the perfect combiners, gorillas, you can call it, whatever. And this is pretty much going to be the basis of it. And this is just going to how it's going to work and stuff. So the little points and ports and stuff are going to be for storage, but this will be your basis no matter what when you're transforming into all of the other weapons. So step one to the weapons we're going to go, and we're going to go to blaster mode first, which is pretty much the easiest. And this is what you're going to do. Now you can just pull the handle right out, down. All right. And you're pretty much essentially done. But you can pull this out, and then there you have the blaster. I think the short looks a whole lot better. That's just me. You can have like a pump action going on, but then that's just it as far as it goes for the blaster. All right. Now, what we're going to do is this. Go right from blaster mode, and we're going to go back to the main version. Back here, switch this to the side there, and you have this. And you're going to go to hammer mode this time, which is simple. You take this, turn it basic upside down, and then you just pull this like so and down, and then essentially you're done. But with that being said, you have to pull this down, because if not, Optimus Primus, back this up a little bit, will not be able to use this if this is up a little higher. Maybe he could, maybe just he'll fit around the hand. I mean, I don't foresee myself buying Optimus Primus. Again, I bought this for the blades. That's pretty much about it. But there you have the hammer mode, which is pretty nice hammer. Really cool. It puts me in mind of the animated series hammer of Ultra Magnus. That's what it kind of puts me in the mind of when I look at this. Anyways, okay. And we're going to go back to the basis mode, back to where it was before, which is essentially from the same pretty much. And we're going to go in the pretty cool giant axe mode, which surprisingly I didn't think that would come with this mode, but it essentially does. So what you're going to do is this. You have the bases here, and see if the bases like so. What you're going to do is expand this part out, which is going to be kind of tricky. Greetings, screeners and meters. This is Check It If Collected, CiiC transformation. And today we are going to be checking out Perfect Combiner PC-19B Black Gorira, however you want to say, Junior Pack set of 2. And this is for your Optimus Primal. Yes. So with that being said, let's go. Okay, screeners and miners, and here they are in their blast mode, here they are in axe mode. This is the biggest part of axe here. If you haven't seen the transformation, if you haven't seen it from my transformation video, I highly recommend it. I'm trying to keep them short as I can as possible. I've been running extra long lately on the videos. It just has so much stuff to cover. I'm gonna get to human size by size comparison first before I actually get into any other transformation, so you can actually see what it looks like the weaponry for side by side. All right, and there they are, weaponry size, side by side comparison, the usual 3. And you can actually see how big these weapons are actually going to end up being. I mean, that is just insane. And if the weapons are this big, the power of the Optimus Primal is probably going to be seriously, seriously sick. All right, let's get them out the way. All right, and there is blast mode, hammer mode, which that's a really cool one. And ridiculously huge giant axe mode. Giant axe. Literally, that is the name for it. Giant axe. Look, it even says in the instruction manual. Giant axe. Anyways. Okay, screeners and meters, let's get them back into their little gorilla transformation, alt mode, beast mode, whatever you want to call it. They're still weapon masters. Let's go. Okay, screeners and meters, without further ado, you know you have more to view, so let's see what these things can do. And I hope you guys enjoy that stop motions there. And to me, I think this is a very awesome setup. That's just for me right there. In case you guys don't know, that's Neil's Art's Leonidas in the background. And I absolutely love that figure along with Xerxes. I did Xerxes a while back. And well, actually a while back, I did him last week or the last review post, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, stuff, whatever. I had him for a while, but I was waiting for these little guys to come here so I can finish this reviews. And since that being said and that's being done, big shout out to all the moms out there. Thank you ladies for so much. The ones that subscribe to my channels, the ones and everything across the world. I thank you guys so much for what you've done, building us and building who we are and stuff, getting to this point. Even my wife as well with our little one. And I honestly, screeners and meaners, just if you're there, you're there and stuff. Your mom's there. Give them a big shout out, hug, show them the love and stuff. They're saying thank you. You're getting us as far or whatever deal may be, and as simple as that. And I think that's cool. Also, I don't know exactly who these two, who Primus, you know, I don't know, Junior. I'm not going to get into it, but again, at the same time, this Optimus Primal's children, but you know, it's whatever still may be. This is, I guess, the bigger brother. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to get into that and stuff like that. Fan fiction. Anyways, screeners and meaners, moms, everyone across the world, thank you guys so much. Do what you do as long as you do it well. JRO Network, and I'm out. Later.